So,
Hello.
a video from Pacific Ocean Asia, or the ocean liner, whatever, it's Pacific. He's talking about evolution, but he starts off on an amazingly not relevant at all tirade.
Oh yeah, that's Pacific. It's time to just throw down then.
Everybody, it is me, Pacific. On
It is
Saturday.
me, Pacific. Listen, there was this YouTuber. His name is Hagbard Celine.
Hagbard.
Hagbard. He must be one of these gamers. Now look, Hagbard, I am much older than you. I'm a much older gentleman than you. I know how to work Hagbard.
He was so creepy. His delivery is so weird. I don't understand how he hasn't been... I mean, honestly, if I thought he could do this on command and not just be a delusional twat on the internet, I would say he was a genius actor. Because, I mean, this is a character that, I mean, he could have starred as an evil person in a Harry Potter franchise.
His fucking wormtail. He's like Rowan Atkinson levels of brilliant acting.
If it were acting.
It's so not acting.
However, this is just Pacific.
It is me, Pacific.
Me, Pacific!
We have a good
He
week,
sounds like a wacky,
Work has
like
been
mad
going well.
scientist.
and that's good. The dynamics of work have been going well. Routes good, kids good, break rooms good. Somebody said that somebody who left, and we're all glad she left, hates it at the other place and wants to come back, and I'm like, no, please no, please no.
Look, I've actually been roundly attacked by several people for the comments I've made about him. We've all worked petty jobs. Everyone has had shit jobs.
Sure.
Everyone, even I know that potentially people work shit jobs well into their 50s and 60s. The issue I take with him is not that he has a shit job. It's just funny to say he's a school bus driver, because we've all known school bus drivers. Everyone has known crazy fucking school bus drivers, off-the-chain lunatics.
That's always what I interpreted the joke to be.
Yeah, but they bothered. They're like, what are you making fun of him? He's a hardworking guy that works a normal job. You know, I don't know. And you're some special CEO or something. They always assume that I work at some like super amazing place, which is laughable. But anyway.
Rich businessman from out of town, Hagbard Celine.
Exactly. Rich billionaire. Yeah, I mean, that's the character I play online. So when I'm smarmy and I act like a billionaire, that's literally the character I'm playing. But he seems to think that I actually came from that. But I don't mind that. But it's the level of... I mean, listen to how he talks about it. Everything's been going fine. The route, the kids, the break room. I would eat a gun. I'm not even being facetious or talking shit. I would eat a fucking gun if that thought crossed my mind. If I didn't come home from a job like that and forget I had that goddamn job, like a normal human being, I would eat a gun. If what happened at work stuck with me as a bus driver or a 7-Eleven attendant or any of these things, potentially consider eating gun barrels. Because it's just not worth caring what happened at 7-Eleven or as a bus driver or at the break room. It was so
amazing.
childish.
The break room's good. The kids are good. The route was good. It's because, you know what it is? It's because Pacific has his job, and that's it. And then he comes in the closet and makes videos. That is all that's ever going on.
I mean, I told him in one of the videos I think he needs a hobby. And it's one thing to make videos as a hobby. I make videos as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually have to make them. I don't just sit down in front of a computer and ramble without a script about absolute lunacy. There's some production involved.
Yes.
But he's just a lunatic that raves in front of a camera.
It is amazing how much peace there can be in a workplace when a woman,
Uh-oh.
who's a legend in her own mind, alpha female, ghetto queen, whatever you want.
Wait, I thought Okay, now I see. No, because you have to understand, Pacific traditionally likes alpha females. He uses them as weapons like he did against me, where he said he'd get an alpha female on me, which was one of the cutest attacks I've ever heard. Basically, he said, I'm going to get mom. I mean, for all intents, he said, I'm going to go get my mom. But after that, now he's... Oh, but now I see what the problem is. This alpha female was black.
Oh, snap.
And he, as we have seen on other shows together, not so big on the black peoples.
No. The peoples with their apple pickings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Call her leaves.
He likes the cocoa skin, dude.
There's an element or a feeling of more peacefulness in there, and we've all talked about it quietly and said, you notice the difference in the break room this year.
So you were gossiping. Okay.
Wow, this is so relevant. This is so relevant to this fucking video
Now-
about evolution.
Mind you, we're talking about at this point an inception of gossip. Because there was gossip occurring. And now he is gossiping online about gossip.
Wow, gossip.
This is 2 layers of gossip because he cannot keep his fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, did we... No one... Who wants to hear about this? Like, are there legitimate Pacific fans who are like, yes, I want to hear
Yes.
about what happened in the
Reese,
fucking break room?
Dude, yes, there are legitimate fans of him out there that like defend him and are just like he's a good man who's trying to spread peace and joy in the world, and there are
What?
legitimate dude.
No.
Go
All
back
of
to
his-
if you ever have an opportunity, go back to the old videos I made of him and look at the comments section. Almost no one has left comments. It won't be hard to find. But those that have are almost all Pacific fans.
Any Pacific fan out there who is claiming that his videos spread peace and love, all of his videos that I've ever seen are negative. They are about attacking people. That is all he does. These videos are not peaceful or lovable in any way.
But he's spreading truth.
What fucking truth?
Actually, a lot of the guys that know about him that are ex-fans also came, and there are a lot of like a lot of guys that didn't have a lot of success with women, and they understood his stance on, you know, there are a lot of like MGTOW kind of guys. But
Yeah.
no, I don't want to call him MGTOW because I don't want to associate him with MGTOW. It's unfair to MGTOW entirely. No matter how lunatic they are not allowed to be grouped in with his lunacy. It's not fair.
Yeah, wow. That's
But
saying something.
they even go, like, I agreed with some of his stuff about women and even some of his stuff about religion, but after a while, you're just like, dude, what are you on about? Like, 3 hours in a closet about some girl that said something mean to you. Dude, she was 13. Get over it.
This Hagbard Celine fellow made a video against me, so I decided to make 2 against him.
In rapid
I-
fire.
I can do better than this Hagbard Celine.
I mean, rapid fire, dude. I mean, I literally put the video out, went to bed, woke up, saw one video, went to pull it down, and before it had finished, he'd posted the next video.
I like the idea of maybe he like saw you uploading your other Pacific Ocean liner videos, and then he's like, "Oh, I'll leave him be."
Yeah, I think when he realized, I think he realized that when I decided to start hammering him, that it wasn't going to stop until I decided to stop.
I thought I told you to stop, Hagbard. I put you in your place.
Yeah, and I even told people, like, unfortunately, he did shut down his channel literally the last day I put out a video, and it was going to be the last video. It was the fight. I had it already recorded, and it announced in the video that I was running it like a BBC special. BBC specials only last 6 episodes. This was episode 6, and I'm done. I can't continue to spend an hour of my life watching Pacific. I just couldn't.
I'm sorry that we're going to be watching more Pacific on the show.
Yeah, but I used to do the full stretch responses where I would literally sit down and listen to an hour and a half long video by Pacific.
Hell no, we're not doing that.
And it's nightmarish.
Amazing stuff.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
I wanted to talk about evolution. I mean, how many...
That was a competent segue.
You know, the break room's just been so peaceful. Amazing stuff. Anyway, I would like
about
to
that
speak
evolution.
about evolution. It is relevant because I'm seeing a lot of Darwinism at play on the screen.
Yeah, no shit.
many times have we
Oh my
beat that dead horse? But I wanted to talk about it in a fresh and different way because people make it too complicated. The so-called
He is like,
scientists-
honestly, he is sometimes like watching, imagine it's on mute and put monkey sounds over it. He literally looks like a chimpanzee. He's constantly like touching his own head and like scratching his back awkwardly, and like it is just so bizarre. Look at this cut right here. As soon as he starts,
evolution.
watch his hands.
I mean,
We're
how many
human.
times
We're
have we
apes.
beat that
We're human.
horse?
We're human.
But I wanted to
apes.
talk about it in a
Scratch the
fresh
back.
and different way.
Yeah, guys.
Because people
Watch.
make it too
Monkey.
complicated.
Monkey.
These so-called scientists.
Monkey.
What
the
monkey
fuck?
do?
What the fuck, Pacific? Are you actually a chimp? Is this a side effect of your medication? What is this?
No, dude, he's proven evolution is true. He's regressing into a lower life form before our eyes.
Clearly.
The atheists,
Wow.
the God doesn't exist and your God is a joke and your little, myth and fairy tale and on it goes. You just aren't going to get into those arguments.
Yeah, good, because
The
we already
Bible's very
schooled your
clear.
side
The
on that. So
natural
fuck
man
up.
comprehendeth not the things of God. They are foolishness to him. They are spiritually discerned. Discerned in that context meaning they're blind.
You know, I was raised around these kind of people, and I kind of miss his videos. They were so much fun to be able to just be like, look at the lunacy. People like this have control over your children.
Yeah,
Think about
this
that.
guy.
This guy drives people's children to and fro from school.
If I was a parent, I'd be fucking terrified.
This guy.
Yeah, well, who's to say he's not going to swerve and try to hit a dark spirit in the middle of the street or something?
It's
Like,
lunacy.
really? I like this idea that, look, we can't know until it is spiritually discerned. It has to be shown. The truth must be shown to those willing to receive.
Let's see if he stays on topic. That's always a fun game with Pacific.
Half hour in. We'll see what's going on.
Because we're very self-centered, we're very inverted, we're all self-protecting, and we go, God, how could you let this happen? How could he let it happen that millions of Americans are selfish, stuck up, rude, continue to prosper every single freaking day?
See? Madness. We have no idea how we got from there to here. There is no logical leap.
So wait, his idea is it's selfish of us to be like, God, how did you let this happen? That's selfish.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and while simultaneously he's asking how is it possible that God let Americans become so selfish. So it is kind of a bizarre statement. It's kind of, if you believe in an all-powerful deity, you must inherently believe that what is happening right now is a part of his custom plan. Period. You must.
It's a cruel worldview, and coming from Pacific, it means fucking nothing, because Pacific is one of the most self-centered people I've ever seen.
Yes, and he's a flailing madman, but
He's an extremely he is someone who, I have no problem saying he feels entitled to women and sex.
Oh, yeah,
and
'cause
feels entitled to be
he'll say it.
popular in a.
No, he'll say as much. He legitimately will. He has videos of him legitimately saying things like that. Not that directly, but things like that.
So your observation is worthless. Sorry, Pacific.
Yeah, basically.
There were people in like one of the hangouts in the chat calling you Hagbeard.
I know, they all do
It
that.
should be cheaper, right? Well, no, because there's not a lot of the organic people are cleaning up, man, and living in
Oh
32,000
God, Pacific
square foot
doing
homes and
like
driving
condescending imitations is scary.
Well, the funny thing is it's like he doesn't understand he's already a Muppet.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything to appear like a lunatic or to act like your voice is the voice of a madman.
Just be you, Pacific.
Yeah,
Just be you.
just be yourself, man.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, I think we're gonna finish with Pacific there.
Yeah, that's more than
Yeah, so
enough.
general.